Hello and welcome to my second YouTube video. Thank you everyone who liked my first one and for all the feedback, and I really like it and I hope this is only the start of a great thing. So in case you don't follow this channel yet, subscribe now. This is the moment. So today our office is not on the bike. No, that's finished. I did 5 hours today. But you know what I missed today on the bike? My famous banana bread. We already know it. Pablo uploaded a video of my banana bread. How long ago? The first time that I was in Pablo's video and your video was making a banana bread. I did it, but actually it was not official, so he acted like he did it. Do you remember in Alicante?
I remember exactly.
And I did the whole banana bread, so it's actually funny because nobody knew in this moment. But now we are in the kitchen because, like I said, I really need my banana bread. I'm riding a lot here, a lot of hours, and so I will show you step by step how you prepare. It's healthy, it's easy, and it's really delicious. Everyone can eat it if I do it. For example, I mean, you like it, you always eat it.
But I practice sport.
Yes, it's true. You're an athlete also. No, but for example, my family, they also really like it. Everyone can eat it and it's a healthy snack in between. This is really men's. I prepared everything really nice and Pablo said, oh, you forgot to put away the flowers. It's the whole thing that the flowers are on. It's the finishing touch, but okay. Now we're gonna start the banana bread, but later, after this, I will answer the questions that you asked me before on Instagram, in case you don't follow me yet. And now I'm gonna show you all the ingredients, but you also have them all in the
description of the video?
In the description of the video. So also it's super easy. For example, in the team we have of course nutritionists and we are using MyFitnessPal. For example, I use it to calculate the portions, so I know exactly how much is the whole bread, how many carbs, and then I'm counting for the training. For example, I'm eating in between 40 and 90 grams of carbs, depends on the training, and later I can show you how much is one piece, but we need to weight it for that first. And these are the ingredients. We start with the most important thing. It's the chocolate, for sure, for the taste. We need chocolate. I always take a dark one. This is 85%. A little bit of leche, the Asturias. It's really important. It needs to be from Asturias.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not my banana bread. And yeah, here we have the bananas. And Pablo and me had already a discussion because he said, there, you cannot use them anymore. They are old. If they are like this, they are the best because now they have sugar. And later, if we open them, we will check if there's brown parts we cut out, but normally they are perfect like this. Later, a little bit of baking soda for the volumen. A little bit of salt, like always in the cake, you have to put a little bit, that it looks better. Cinnamon. We have also some fruit. Normally I use frozen fruit, but I didn't have it, so we have fresh blueberries. Later, 2 eggs. These are oats, and we're only gonna use oats, but you can also do the recipe with normal flour and just use the same amount of grams actually. Anyway, I'm doing a little bit of freestyle, always. And I also depends on the volume, how it looks. Sometimes I add some protein yogurt, but we will see, step by step. And now, because I always forget, we're gonna heat the oven. This one, 160 normally. I do it always actually in the air fryer, so I'm not so sure, but this will be fine. We will see. So now we're gonna start. Okay, we will do like 200 grams for now. 200 grams of oats. And I always use this one to make them small. Like this, the dough is more smooth. Now, like I said, all the dry ingredients together, the baking soda, just a slightly touch of salt, cinnamon, depends how much you like it. I love cinnamon, so I'm gonna dale caña. And we can also add the chocolate. And mix it all, maybe better with this one. Because like this, the baking soda is also really mixing. It's important to mix it before you put the eggs and everything. We're gonna open the bananas and see if they are still okay. Okay, some parts maybe we cut out the black parts and no pasa nada. They have lived already, you know, they have don't zoom into this black.
Okay.
So we're gonna use all the 4 bananas, but one is for the show, it's for the top, so it's not gonna be in the dough, you will see it. This is how we make the bananas small, and it's actually really easy. You only need a fork, and as older they are, it's more easy. But if you have green bananas or that they are not ready, I have also a trick for you. Just put them in the microwave for a few seconds and then they get warm and also really soft. Okay, now it's time for the eggs. And don't forget to save 1 banana and cut it in 2 pieces, like this. Now we're gonna mix this one. The life is more easy if you use this one. So I'm using, but I'm not allowed to lift it because it's always exploding and Pablo gets really... Now is the moment to mix it all and let's see what kind of dough we have. Okay, so since we had a lot of bananas, actually 4, and they were really soft, it's actually really good consistency, and we don't have to add any milk. If it's like more dry than this, if your bananas are different, just add a little bit of milk or yogurt or quark or whatever you like. But I think we are having, what's your opinion, Pablo?
A little bit of milk of Asturias is always
you think, yes?
a good idea, yes. Only a little bit.
Just a little touch. Okay, then just for the show a little bit, then Asturias is also part of it. But actually, Asturias is part of it. Like this. And after, I'm gonna mix the berries. How many berries you want? That's also by feeling, depends how you want. How many berries you want.
By feeling,
change the taste.
By feeling was the word that you use a lot of times in my first
true,
video.
By
it was
feeling.
really funny.
Who remembers still by feeling?
By feeling?
But we're gonna do by feeling, no?
Yes, by feeling
because
is always...
it changed quite a lot the taste. I have to feeling. Okay, want to try? Where it go? So we didn't have a form, so we went to the Mercat China like every day because we are missing things, and we bought this one, and now we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil inside to make sure it's not gonna stick. I'm gonna use this one and spray a little bit. This more or less, not too much, because we are really both living a good life. Since the 2nd of January we start to live healthy. Also Pablo, how is it going? He was already in the gym every day this year. In the gym.
Really hard.
Tomorrow he joins me, and if you want, maybe soon I can upload the next video with my typical gym routine and explain you what kind of exercises female cyclists usually do. This is the best moment of all. Que buena pinta, no?
Sí. Remember that first times I didn't like so
yes.
much? And now
he didn't like it, but also we changed a lot. He likes banana bread now, and Pablo was drinking his coffee when I met him with sweetener, so with like stevia, you know, and a lot of milk. And now he's really on flat white, and I'm eating now seafood and what more. I also changed my habits, but only in a positive way. Wow, it looks really nice. And now remember what we saved? The bananas for the show, and you're just gonna put one here, the other one like this. And that's it. Now it goes in the oven. Okay, now we're gonna put our banana bread in the oven. Like I said, 160 degrees, and for the time, we will see, like I say, normally I do it in the air fryer, 45 minutes. So we're just gonna have an eye, and I keep you up to date. Hasta luego. 40 minutes later, and we're gonna check La Pinta. Yes.
Oh.
It's okay, I would say. It looks, no? Let's try with a tool. By feeling. We go here where the banana is. The banana bread is finished, and I will use it for the next training. I will show you the pieces and also tell you how many calories one piece has. And now I'm gonna answer your questions, so stay tuned. First question is in Spanish, but I will translate it. How did you achieve where you are now? How did you start on the bike? And I think it's a nice question to know a little bit more about me or my history of cycling. Actually, I started super early, and my dad he's still riding his bike, but always just for fun, never racing or anything. And my club team, RSV Serosi Friedrichshafen, they did a little race. It was actually a mountain bike race. My dad helped, and he said, come and join. And this was the point of no return. I was there, and it was my first bike race. I was pretty bad, like with the boys last. I was sad, but then there was a prize for the best girl, and I won that one, and that gave me really motivation. And I started a lot, and I went on the race bike. And from this day on, I never stopped, and I always loved it. I asked my dad every day, I want to go again, I want to go again. And he really had to stop me a little bit that I'm not riding too much. But yeah, that's actually it. And then we went almost every day I wanted after the school on the bike. But it was never with any pressure, and I think this is the most important for me, why I am where I am. I never had pressure from home. My dad, even if I want to race, if not, it doesn't really matter. Just enjoy it. And I got better and better without really forcing it a lot. And in the juniors, I realized that I have pretty much talent, because I won the European Championships pretty unexpected. I was training serious, but not too much, but still I could win that. And then I really started to change my lifestyle I started to be in a professional team Sunweb. In this time I spent 6 years there. It was a pretty strict structure, but I also have to say I learned a lot. Now I feel like I was in this team, but I'm now really grown up and I know myself, what I need in a race, what I want, can make my own decisions really well. And that's also, it was time for a change for me, and I went to Movistar team, and I really feel like this is my home. I feel like I'm deciding with them what's best for me and what's best in a race, and I really like the group and the dynamic and the Spanish structure. I really like it, the mentality to learn a different culture also. I'm really enjoying it and I feel like I'm in a good spot. Then second question, best race of the season, maybe the Worlds. Yes, not so bad. I think maybe the Worlds, from how I felt and how happy I was with myself, even if I won a stage in the Giro and had some other good results and podiums in the Tour. I have to say, for the Worlds, I felt I was really satisfied because I worked really hard to come back to this level. For the ones who didn't know, I had a stress fracture in my femur. I don't know the English word, the Oberschenkel-Halsknochen. I only know it in German. But it was a really hard season, the hardest of all I had. I came back from the injury, only starting racing in May, and slowly coming to the level, but really on point in the World Championships in my home, Zurich. Not my home, but really close. I was on the top level, fighting for the win with the best of the world. Yeah, even I got fourth, really painful, but also really happy to see I'm back, and next year I will be there from the start. Next question. What inspired you to get up early every morning in order to ride your bike? I like this question, actually, because yeah, it's really hard to go every day on the bike, especially when I'm in Germany in the cold. Now I passed a lot of weeks in the cold, training in -degrees, but I always know why I do it. I always know it because I think about the moments when I win, like winning the stage in the Tour. This is one of the best moments I ever had in cycling, and I know exactly that I'm working for this, and also to have these moments together with the team, not only alone for winning, but I really love it to share it, and it was one of the best moments. And even in training, I always want to be better, but also I think good quality, not competitive with everyone else, but really focusing on myself and knowing what's good for myself. And I think this is the key also to be good in what you do. Another one, it is also in Spanish, but I will translate. How did I feel when I won the stage 6 in the Giro? After the injury and all I came from. And yeah, I was really happy. It was like in this moment really nervous, but in the breakaway, not sure if we will make it or not. But I also really had the confidence from the team, like how they pushed me in the radio, even the riders. And I was just really happy, and also thinking about everyone who helped me in this whole hard time. And I was really happy, especially this cameraman. I also was really thinking, I saw how happy you were, and I really like this moment. And the next one is a personal question a bit more. In your free time, what do you like to do? Actually, for example, now we are in Gijón. It's the city of Pablo, or where his family is from, so this is why we are currently here. But we also spend a lot of time in Madrid. But for example, here what we really like to do in our free time is enjoy like the small moments. For example, in the morning, like today, you could see a day routine like this. Having a coffee, like having a ride, enjoying the sun. Sometimes we are just sitting on a bench, having coffee, watching people talking about the life. I really love these moments. And also different when I'm, for example, home with my family. I love it. I have a niece. She's 2 years old. I love to spend time with her and seeing her grow up, being with the family, being with my dogs, being with my friends at home, enjoying the lake. I really love it, and I have a really good balance, I have to say, in life, and I'm really happy. Guys, I hope you like it. Give me a comment if you like it. If not, if there's something I can change, what I can do better, or tell me what you want to see in the next video. I'm gonna try to do my best. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and dale canita like, and mañana más, chicos. Ciao!